everyone, Nick Predicos of Nick's Seasonal Decor, and it is Monday, which means we are live on Bowdabra. So each and every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern, we are live here designing a bunch of bows. And tonight we're going to actually design one present. This present is actually for one of my moderators who runs our free community group. So just as a heads up, we do have Nick's Seasonal Decor crafting community with over 64,000 members. So if you need creative inspiration, definitely join that group. And Bowdabra also has their own group, the Bowdabra Fan Gallery. As you guys come in, let me know where you're watching from. Alex is behind the camera tonight, so be sure to thank her for recording tonight.
Hi everyone.
So here we have the large Bowdabra to the left of me, or to the right of you, right? Mm-hmm. Yes, and then the right of me, left of you, we have the mini Bowdabra. Both are great devices. It just depends on, what you need it for. So I typically, hi Edna, hi Christy, I typically use my large Bowdabra for things like bows and, things that get a lot of use here in my shop. The mini Bowdabra is great for smaller, finer detailed bows. So I think we'll actually give the mini Bowdabra a shot for this present right here.
Hi Patsy, hi Nancy, hi Marla.
Hey you guys. Hey Joe, nice to see you. Joe's from Arkansas. So there's a couple different things I want to really try out tonight. So we're going to start with something a bit unusual, something Alex has done a lot of in the last couple of days. So Alex premiered I don't think it posted yet. That's the one we're working on. What would you call it? A pom-pom wreath using some yarn. So I thought we'd give it a shot. I haven't used the Bowdabra for pom-poms yet. So here's some leftover yarn. I think this is the only color we have left over that we're going to put to use. So I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to work it in. Let's see how many pom-poms or how many it'll take to create a pretty pom-pom. So I'm just going to create it a little bit bigger than the size of the Bowdabra. That way it's not going to require as many loops. So I'm just taking it. I used a pipe cleaner instead of the wire because I really want to pull this nice and tight. And with it being yarn, even if we wrap this 50, 60, 70 times, I still feel as though you can easily tug it out. So we'll just continue working these in. The smaller your pom-pom is, the less it'll take. And the larger your pom-pom is, sometimes it'll take like 60, 70 wraps, right, Al?
Mm-hmm.
Kathy says no sound. Can you guys hear us okay? Let us know if you can hear us. Hey, Annette.
Hi, Catherine. Hi, Marianne.
Welcome, everyone. So also as you come in, Bowdabra is giving away a free roll of scrunchy ribbon. All you have to do is just comment down below letting us know you would like to win, and you could be the lucky winner. Hi, Michelle. Edna shared. Thank you, Edna, for sharing. All right, so I definitely want to do a lot more than you see here. So it is tedious, but this is something, like Alex made a great point the other day, you can just sit on your couch and make these, right? Mm-hmm. It doesn't take any skill or any thought. They don't have to be even. Obviously you want them somewhat similar, but if they're not, it doesn't really make a huge difference at all. So we'll probably do this another couple dozen times and to see if we can create a pom-pom using it. So there are devices out there for pom-poms, but if we can use our mini Bowdabra for that, it's one less tool that we have to purchase.
Valerie would love to win. Sound is on for Bonnie. Hi. Christy can hear just fine. Nancy would love some ribbon.
Sandra would love some ribbon too. Sound is great. Thank you, Sandra, for letting us know. All right, so as you can see, when you compress it down, you still have lots of room to work with on your mini.
Hi, Lori.
Hey, Lori. All right, I want to do some more. That's not enough. So we'll just continue placing them in. All right, so how was everybody's weekend? I hope you had a great weekend. Hello from Southern Ohio. Elisa, I would love to win a free roll of ribbon. What a beautiful name that is, too. All right, a couple dozen more. It is time consuming, but trust me, it does create a beautiful pom-pom. And if you were to purchase these pom-poms in store, I feel like something like this would be over $1 each, which isn't a lot, but if you need a bunch of them, you probably can create 15, 16, 17 full-size pom-poms, not pine cones, per piece or per skein of ribbon. Nope. What is it? Yarn. And there's another yarn I want to trial, but it's not going to be in the mini. It's going to be a large Bowdabra.
Hi, Claire from Wakefield.
Hey, Claire. Nice to see you. Hey, Pat. Suzette's made pom-poms by hand. Ooh, you have a Cape? Linda's from the Cape. So actually, living in Massachusetts my whole life, Dad has said that I've been to the Cape. I can't think of a time when I've been down there. But I would love to visit the Cape one of these days. Probably now's the best time. Because during summer, I feel like everybody from Massachusetts avoids the Cape at all costs. So that's going to do it. We'll just snip it off. We'll take our pipe cleaner, pull it to the middle, pull it through the two sides, and tie like nobody's business. You want to make sure that this is nice and tight, because if you lose your pom-pom, all of that hard work goes down the tube. Hey, Alice from West Virginia.
Hi, Andrea.
Hey, Andrea. What do you think of that? So you could just leave it like that if you wanted to. A different texture. What do you think? We needed more? We'll see. We'll see. So now what you got to do is you just got to cut through them. So wherever there's a loop, just snip right through. I just kind of take my scissors, poke them through, and if there's any tension, I need a cut.
Suzette says, had my dad build me a frame and would make pom-pom pillows.
Ooh. Suzette, share some pictures with us. I would love to see that. Okay. Alex is like, you are a rookie at this. Alex is a pro at making pom-poms now. She's made plenty. So just continue snipping.
It looks cute, though. It's very loose.
Very loose. We could have done with a couple dozen more, but that's okay. I don't want to keep you guys too long. I want you to get, the gist of things. That's kind of what these lives are for, is just to inspire you. And of course, if you spend a little bit more time and are a little bit more tedious, you can have a better effect than that. But that's still a cute pom-pom. You can add this to a hat, or what you can do too, I'm going to make a mess right now, but that's okay, is you can take it, trim it up, and the more compact it is, the fuller it's going to be. At least that's the goal. Yeah,
oh,
so
that's
that kind
cute.
of worked,
Yeah.
right? Trim it up a little bit more. Pretty soon there's not going to be a pom-pom left. All right, almost there.
Hi, Fairy.
Welcome. All right. Clean up my workstation because there's no way. Usually we'll just leave the stuff, but I'm not going to be covered in yarn today. I was covered in yarn all day yesterday. Look at how cute that is. You could stick that on a present or make a bunch of these and watch Alex's tutorial when it premieres, which hopefully will be tonight, but by the looks of it, it might not be. So let's try one more pom-pom using the leftovers from a snowman tutorial I made the other day. And this one should go a lot easier and a lot quicker because look at the thickness of this yarn. I stuck this wand in, but I don't want that wand in. So we'll take another pipe cleaner. That way we can add a lot of tension. And you guys can order your Bowdabras and all of your wires and ribbons. Not the ribbons we're going to be using tonight, but Bowdabra does release a collection with Morex. The ribbon we're using tonight comes from our site, Nick's Seasonal Decor. But you can order your Bowdabras, your wires, your scrunchy ribbon through our affiliate link down below in the comment section. So I'm just going to use up the rest of this because I don't think Alex wants to see or touch yarn in a very long time.
This one's nice, though, because it's super fuzzy. It's like
super
very
fuzzy.
thick.
This would make a great blanket.
Yeah.
It would.
I need to learn how to do those. The big blanket
Like the
yarn
chunky
ones.
blankets?
Yeah.
I think that's what they're called. Yeah.
Because
Those
you
are
use
really
your
cool.
arms to make it.
Oh, do you?
I think so.
Oh, I thought you used one of those little... I was going to call it a ladle. That's not right.
No.
You use a ladle. What are those called?
Like a stick? A yarn stick?
That's
a
not
needle.
called. I don't think it's a needle either. What are those called, you guys, for those of you that work with yarn?
Knitting needle. Right?
So, wouldn't it be easier to wrap the yarn around the mini Bowdabra? Yeah, maybe. I haven't tried it yet. So, like I said, this is my first time using the Bowdabra for this, but Terry says that's how she uses it as well. All right. This is going to be easier, though, than the little snowball.
Hook. Sandra says it's a hook. Knitting hook.
A needle hook.
Well, those would be too small for
Well,
this
they have
thick
all,
ribbon.
all sizes of hooks.
Oh, really?
Let's see how much more we can fit of this, because I don't want to save a yard of it. A loom. We used a loom back in elementary school. We took a field trip to Lowell, Massachusetts, where the mill girls used to be back in the day, and we actually made a little square, a little fabric square.
Yeah. Knitting needle or crochet hook?
Crochet hook. I think that's
Okay.
the word we're looking for. As you can see, I'm crafty, but I'm not crafty in this world. So there's lots to learn. All right. So that is going to be a big pom-pom. And this came from Walmart too. It was only a few bucks for this skein. So it wasn't bad at all. And this one has a little bit of tinsel. Can you see that tinsel?
Mm-hmm.
Which is really pretty. Okay. Oh my god, this is very thick.
Chunky.
Very chunky. Let's see if I can do this in one pass. Look at how thick that pom-pom is. Let's see if we even can do something with it. Gotta squeeze it together.
Hi, Laura.
Hey, Laura. We might have made these a little too big, but I still think it'll turn out cute if we cut it.
Yeah.
What do you think? Oh my god, that is cute. What do you think?
It's like a little fluffy ball.
All right, should we try cutting it? Might as well, right?
Yeah.
Let's try cutting it, opening it up. So we'll just do the same thing. Just snip off each piece. This is a thick yarn. Snip, snip, snip. Good evening, Janice. Nice to see you. All right, keep doing it. But tonight, you guys, in the wreath community for date night, we're going to be making a mailbox swag. So it's something I've been promising. I did create one last week, so that tutorial's got to be edited. I still haven't taken a picture of it outside because it seems like every time we leave for the warehouse, when we come home, it's very late at night. And, you know, it's got to be taken in the morning because by 3:30 here in Massachusetts, New Hampshire, it's pitch black outside. So it's kind of like Alaska here in a sense, right?
I know.
We have like 6 months of darkness and 6 months of light.
Lori,
our summers, we get light till like 8:39.
Yeah. Well, now it gets dark at 4.
Yeah, very early.
It always feels like it's 10. Lori says she's loving the white sparkly yarn.
This is cute. I mean, if you're on a budget and you got nieces and nephews and grandkids or children and you can't afford like a $5 stuffed animal, why not buy $5 of yarn and give them this, right? This is cute. Oh my gosh, how many more are there? Almost there.
Suzette says she did her mailbox today.
Suzette did her mailbox. Definitely share pictures. I would love to see.
So cute.
Right? So this one, what I've noticed the other day, is that it does fray a little bit. But once it stops, it stops. So you can take that. You can trim it up. I'm not going to trim it up here because I know it's going to make a mess. But that's kind of cute. It reminds me of like those I don't remember which cartoons, but
with big
like,
eyes?
Yeah, they have like hair like this.
That's what I was thinking. There's definitely a cartoon when we were younger. And it was like a blob. Yeah.
That's what their hair was like. It probably was the same material, to be honest, because they were like stuffed animals.
Lori says that would be great on top of a Santa hat.
Yeah, that would. Like a big Santa hat. You
Yeah.
can stuff your own and like cut it out. I don't know how to make Santa hats. I'm not a knitter. That's not the right word for it.
Sewer.
Either. Sewer. Seamstress.
Yeah.
Sort of. But that's kind of cute. Something different. All right. Next up, bow. So we're gonna decorate our present now. I see over 250 of you. Thank you. Pam shared. Thank you, Pam. Yeah, so it's just an idea, you guys, you know? So many different things that we got to try different things. Sometimes they work out, sometimes they don't. I think both of those are successes, not total successes. They need a little bit of improvement, but, you know, why buy a specialty, what do you call it, pom-pom maker? You can just use your Bowdabra. So for this bow, I want to do a funky bow. So what we're going to do is measure out how big we want our loops to be. Since it's a rather small present, we need our loops to be about 2.5 to 3 inches, with tails about 4 to 6. Take your pieces of ribbon, work them into your Bowdabra like so. Nice and easy. Come back in with another piece. So our second piece, we'll place that backwards. All right, so if you want to win a free roll of ribbon, all you have to do is just let us know down below. Bowdabra will choose one lucky winner at the end of this video, and it could be you. We've had a lot of winners that have been in our comment section lately that haven't won before but have won in the last few weeks. Come back in with another, so this is going to be our fourth and final piece of ribbon.
Pam, you can send a private message to Bowdabra, and they'll be able to help you out with that.
Yes, yep, definitely send a message through Bowdabra. So they do give away ribbon through, you know, their business. So definitely just send them a message. If they missed your message, just send another message. It happens to all of us. So then just take your wires, tie them from behind. Like that. So then what we can do is we can dovetail real quick. And guess how I'm going to attach this bow, Alex? A piece of tape, glue.
Oh, to the present?
To the present.
Maybe some, no, maybe not hot glue. Maybe hot glue?
My logic is hot glue can fix and secure everything.
So hot glue it is.
So hot glue it is. We're just going to cut the ribbon off, the wires off, and just hot glue it right onto the present. Once we make sure we've dovetailed everything, we got one tail left. Then we're going to do, to clean up our table.
Hi, Laurel.
Hey, Laurel, nice to see you. Hey, Stacy. All right, so just tie those wires extra tight. I tied them a couple of times so I know that they're nice and secure, so I'll just snip them off there. And then what I'm going to do...
Andrea says funky bows are her favorite.
Yeah, these look great on presents. If you've never worked a funky bow into a present, you are missing out because they always look pretty. So we'll just take this. I'm going to choose a side. I'm going to place a little dollop of hot glue. Doesn't need much, and it's not going to melt anything underneath it. This temperature of my glue is very, very low. And just stick it in like that. We'll give that a minute or two to harden up. And while we wait, look what we have here, pipe cleaners. We have some greenery. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this greenery, snip it off.
I love this greenery.
It's one of my favorites. This is flying off our shelves, you guys. It's beautiful. I love the flocking on it.
Becky says, I would love some ribbon, love my Bowdabra, and love Nick's demonstrations.
Thank you, Becky. So now the glue is still hot, so I don't want to really fiddle with it too much, but we still can fluff it at this point. You just got to be careful that, you know, you don't rip it right off.
Suzette posted her mailbox topper to your page, so we'll definitely have to take a look at that after.
We'll take a look after this video. I can't wait to see. So then what we're going to do, see this? Just dip a little bit in the hot glue. You don't need much. I'm going to place a piece there. Take another piece. And I think 3 pieces is more than enough for a design like this. You could add berries, but it doesn't matter who receives this, they're going to love it. You know, they could hate the gift, as I always say, but they could love the packaging. And, you know, you can just re-gift every single gift you've ever received. This is not a re-gift, FYI. So, this is not a re-gift. But if you don't like anything, put it in special packaging. And people will, even if they don't like it, they'll be like, well, they put thought into it, right? Even if you just took it off your shelf. So that is a very simple way of enhancing a present. Using a little bit of greenery, creating a smaller scale bow. Janice would love some ribbon. We'll dovetail that a little bit shorter.
Kathy says you could add tails long enough to wrap around the present and then tape it on.
Absolutely you can. There's just so many different ways that you can do this. You can also make a couple smaller pom-poms and stuff in them. That's kind of cute, right? You do 3 of these all the way around.
Deborah says very nice.
Thank you, Deborah. So the glue should be hard enough to show you.
So cute.
Cute? Hands up. Do you like that? All right, so we got 10 minutes left. Let's make some more bows. I'll place that there for your viewing pleasure. But now let's create a little bow for a wine bottle. So unfortunately, I don't have wine here at the studio. I do have vodka. We have some vodka from, you know, some welcome, not welcome home. What am I looking for? Welcome to your building party thingy. But I don't think anybody needs a bow on a handle of Tito's. So we'll just take a little length of wire, wrap it underneath. If there was wine here, Alex would go crazy for it. Alex loves her wine.
I do love wine. Deborah says she likes it. Valerie says cute. Suzette says, I really need to learn the funky bow. I just cannot get it.
Mary says, might have to redo my presents. So the winner is being announced in 5 minutes. So let us know if you would like a free roll of ribbon. So this ribbon came from our shop. The last one did as well. But Bowdabra has released some ribbon collections. We're just going to take it, create 1 loop.
We have Emily watching from Sydney, Australia.
Wow, Emily, what time is it for you? I would love to visit Sydney.
Carol says, got my Bowdabra, now need to practice.
Yes, that's what it's all about. Practice, you guys. If you sit there and tell me, I've tried making bows, I don't know how to do it, I can't do it, I'm not able to do it, that's a lie. You absolutely can. Everybody under the sun can make bows. Alex has made a few beautiful bows, and I'm sure if Alex sat down and practiced a little bit, her bows would just get better and better and better. I think the most important thing with bow making is, anticipating your next step and just being proactive with it. So, don't sit there and be negative. It'll turn out beautiful. And I know that's hard to do in the beginning, but keep in mind, you guys, everything I say comes from personal trial and errors. So I've been there. I haven't been, able to make bows in the beginning, and I struggled and I thought I couldn't do it. And once you talk yourself out of that mindset, you can absolutely do it. So
Hi, Kathy from Kansas.
Hey, Kathy. Kara would love a free roll. So there's a simple little wine bottle bow. That's all you need. You can tuck a little bit of greenery in as well. But, receiving barefoot, a cheap Franzia or something with a little bow, it would look really pretty. So let's come back in with our large and create another bow. Hi, Susan. Cut another length of wire.
Catherine asks, what is the gold stuff you were using to tie with, and how are you placing it?
Great question. So what I'm using is Bowdabra wire. It comes as a 100-yard spool. It comes in silver and gold. And it's very strong. It's very thin, but very strong at the same time. So earlier today, on Nick's Seasonal Decor, I made a wreath kit using this spring gingham. I take that back. It's an everyday ribbon. Tell me this wouldn't work year-round. So I used this earlier, and I still have some left over from the kit. So I'll put some of this to use now. For this bow, since it's still Christmas time and Christmas designs are still selling, we'll just make a traditional bow. So we'll just take our tails, work them in. They're about 14, 16 inches on either side. Then what you can do is take your end. See how I have about half an inch of an overhang? You never want to take your ribbon and place it like that, all right? Because what happens is as soon as you pull, it'll come out. So by working in half an inch or so, it'll prevent it from falling out. And make sure you text us. If you text us, you will receive an alert every time we go live. Our number is 978-396-9150. And as always, God forbid me or Bowdabra lose our Facebook pages. Be sure to follow both Bowdabra and Nick's Seasonal Decor on Instagram and subscribe to our corresponding YouTube channels. That way, if anything does happen, we still have the ability to inspire you and teach you. So that's 2 on either side. The more loops you have, what happens, Al?
The fuller it gets.
The fuller it gets. You don't necessarily always need it full. The bow we made earlier using this ribbon, we did a funky bow and we only added 4 loops.
Susan said she learned her first bow on Bowdabra.
Awesome, Susan. Come back in with another loop. That's 4 on either side. Let's work in a couple more. There's 5. No, that's 4 on this side. Now that's 5. And we'll finish it off with 1 more loop. So 5 on one side, 6 on the other, 6 on one side, 6 on the other. It's not going to make a huge difference. So don't be too caught up. Some of these loops are much smaller than the others. Some of these are only 4 inches, some are 4.5. And this one's about 5 inches, and it's not going to make a difference. So pull your wires to the middle.
Deborah asked, when creating loops, is it necessary to rotate the Bowdabra?
It is not necessary. That is a great question, Deborah. And my logic is you have to, with every tool, when it comes down to scissors, rotary cutter, every tool you have to get accustomed to your hands. So my rotary cutter, if Alex tried to cut with it, she would struggle. If Dad or Yaya did, they would struggle. If you guys tried using my rotary cutter, you would struggle. It's not sharp anymore, but I've been able to kind of manipulate and figure out how tight to hold it. Same goes with your Bowdabra. I like to rotate mine so I don't have to rotate my hands, but if it's easier for you to rotate your hands in your ribbons, you can. It really depends on what works for you. For a long time, still to this day, I use my scissors kind of backwards since I'm a lefty. And people always comment on my videos, you're holding your scissors wrong. And after so many years of designing and creating, pieces, if I wasn't able to cut like that, then it wouldn't be working. But yeah, I feel like I hold my scissors a lot like this out.
Yeah.
which is weird, you know? But it works for me.
Well, it's because you are lefty.
It's because I'm lefty, but I'm still able to make it work, you know? I don't need a specialty tool for that. So, you know, for you guys, if it's easier to rotate, so be it, but you might want to try doing something different. Just whatever works for you. All right, there's your traditional bow. How's that look? Isn't that pretty? When creating loops, winner, PM us after the show. So our winner is Nancy Mering Alves. Congratulations, Nancy. One of my friends has that last name as well. So just message Bowdabra and they'll send you your free roll of ribbon. So there's what this bow looks like. We have time for, I'm figuring, one more bow. So let's come back to our Bowdabra. We'll cut another length of wire.
Congratulations, Nancy.
Yes, how awesome is that?
Deborah says, thank you, I'm a lefty as well. Nice scissors also.
Yeah, those scissors were only a couple bucks. My Fiskars are in the container right now, but it just goes to show it'll still work. So
Hi, Joe.
Hey, Joe. For this bow, let's just do a bow without tails. So for this, let's create a few loops. Actually, let's try something different. So we'll do 3 loops that are about 5 inches, 5.5 inches or so. So there's your 3. Then what we'll do is we'll come back in with 3 more smaller loops that are only about 2.5 inches or so. Again, I don't measure anything.
Pamela said, I would love to see you doing a bow with scrunchy ribbon one day.
Yes, I gotta get another roll of scrunchy ribbon because, I don't know, with the move, you guys, and the deconstruction downstairs, I couldn't tell you where that roll of ribbon is. We got way too many ribbons. That's why we've been doing so many giveaways on Nick's Seasonal Decor as well, because we just have tons of ribbon. Every order that has been shipping out lately has been receiving 1 free roll of mystery ribbon. And some of them, you guys, I've wanted to keep for myself, but Alex says that's what got you in this mess already. So Alex keeps me afloat.
Keep him in check.
Making sure that I don't keep every roll. All right, there's your bow. Does that look like much? No, it does not. Hey, Teresa. So if you didn't win a free roll this week, no worries. We will see you all next Monday at 7 Eastern, and you'll be able to be entered to win. So we'll just fluff these loops. Open.
Hi, Jean. She says she's still learning bows, but you're the best teacher.
Oh, thank you, Jean. So fluff. And we always take our time afterwards fluffing our bows and sending pictures to Bowdabra. So if you see a picture of ours in Bowdabra, be like, hey, I watched Nick make that or something. Because we always take photos afterwards so you guys can get the final visual as to how they turn out.
Belinda asked, you have a website?
We do, nickseasonaldecor.com, and you can order your Bowdabras through the link down below. All right, there's your final bow. How are we doing? So let's do a recap of everything. Alex needs to clear her notifications. Oh my gosh, Alex. But there we have this one. We created a lot tonight, actually. We created a little wine bottle one with some long tails using leftovers. If you have a yard of ribbon, don't throw it away. You can make it work. You know what would be cute with this too, Al? Making 3 of them, doing 2 kind of very full, and then doing one that's a little skimpy like this, and sticking like 2 buttons on the table and like a plastic carrot on the table, and make like kind of a melted snowman. Have you seen those videos?
That'd be cute, yeah.
And you like stick the eyes on the table so it looks like he's in a puddle.
Like, yeah, he melted.
Like he melted. All right, there's our present. We just enhanced it with a little bit of leftover ribbon and 3 pieces of greenery, and that is it. And then we created a traditional bow as well. So, yep, you can order through the link down below. I want to thank you all so very much for watching. I appreciate you guys tuning in each and every Monday at 7 Eastern. I want to thank Sandy and Terry for having us as a guest here on Bowdabra. I'm Nick Predicos of Nick's Seasonal Decor, and I will see you all next Monday at 7 Eastern. So definitely tune in because you could win a free roll of ribbon. Bye, everyone. This is my favorite. I think this is my favorite. What do you think?
I like it a lot.
I like that too. Bye, everyone.
Good night, everyone.